that was the magical turning point in my business. And what that was for the first time since I had been in business, I got clarity. And I didn't understand this at the time. And you know this, Kevin. That's the hinge pins conversation at IEB. That's the is getting clarity, clarity on what you want out of life and what you want your business to do for you. Everything else is an outcome of that. I got clear on two things. I don't ever want to inspect another house. I don't want to run a home inspection business. So here's what happens with that is for the first time in 20 years, I took the business, I pulled it off of me, these tentacles, I pulled it and now it's looking me in the eye and I say, hey, business, this is what you're going to do for me. I need you to operate to the point where I don't have to work in you anymore or I have to run you. So now all I have to do is determine what resources does this business need to make that happen.
Oh man, that sentence alone, like that alone, I think is wisdom.
Yeah. So it's like, so what are the resources? So I gave resources, and long story short, in 4 months, I was out of the business as an inspector. I hired a manager. We went from, this was 2014. We had 3 inspectors. Today, and this is, I'm gonna throw this number out here, and there's purpose to this. Um, we hit $1 million net profit last week for the year. A
Amazing.
million dollars net profit. Okay, well, Greg, that sounds a little bit self-serving. No, I want you to understand the reason I say this is the second part of my journey is I was I was in a group of kind of a mastermind group and great people and great relationships and it's, many of those relationships I still have today. But those relationships represented the conversation in our industry, which is all around growth activities and how to train home inspectors. And there's nothing around business building or profitability.
Ah,
So all I hear is grow your company this size, be this size company. If I can, be $1 million company or a $500,000 company or three, whatever that number is. And it was always an odd thing to me. I understood it. I understood the catchphrase of that thinking. But when I start having these conversations with people, well, what is your operating cost? What's your organizational structure? What's your profit? I was met with a lot of blank stares. And people, so now I have a little bit of time freedom,
mhm.
and it's like, you know what, I stumbled into this thing of getting freedom from my business, of just getting this rudimentary clarity,
Mhm.
and so I started thinking this is a conversation the industry needs, is how do you build an actual business? We say we're business owners, but we operate as technicians.
Ooh, yeah.
So our starting lens is from a technician lens rather than a business owner's lens, and home inspection happens to be our service.
Right.
That's just the product. And I don't say that to diminish it. For the people who are like purists and I get that we're known as a nitpicky inspection business,
Yeah.
and with our 30 plus inspectors. So here's what happened is I started talking. I had about a half dozen friends who had grown $1 million businesses, or around up between 750 and $1 million, coming to my fly down to Houston. And that, three of them broke down crying in my office saying, I don't even know why I'm doing this, because they'd grown $1 million business and they were walking out the stereotype. I don't want to grow a business because it means more work, more stress, and less profits. Yeah, if you don't have a correct model, it absolutely means all of those things.
Oh man, when you say it that way, you're like, oh my God, that sounds terrible. Why would anyone do that?
Why would anybody do that? So we realized, wow, what would it look like if we could create an environment of collaboration, that we provide the genesis of the idea, the fundamentals of leadership development, fundamentals of gaining clarity, the fundamentals of a viable inspection business model. These are the divisions of your business. This is what a profitable model looks like. There's a lot in there. It's easy, but it's not simple. Building a business, there's no silver bullet,
Right.
and it's a grind. they're if anybody tells you differently, they're lying. Kevin, with launching Spectora, you hit walls, things crash, things fall apart. It's like, and everybody's yelling at you, but you just keep pushing
Yeah.
forward, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Louis from Spectora. I'm going to put 3 links down in the description below. The first link is for you if you like Spectora, but maybe you just have a couple questions. You can schedule a 15-minute discovery call with someone from our client success team to make sure that Spectora is a great fit for you. It is, by the way. If you're ready to dive in and start using the app, the second link is for our free trial. With the average cost of a home inspection, that's a couple $1,000s that you'll pocket before you pay us a dime. And the third link is for our Spectora Jumpstart program. If you're a brand new home inspector, you probably need a website, or maybe you have a website that you just kind of threw up real quick and you're not super thrilled with it. In the Jumpstart program, we'll make you a great website based on feedback from you to make sure that it reflects your business, your market, and you. We'll optimize it for search engines, and we'll put an online scheduler on your website too, so you can spend less time on the phone and more time out in the field working. We'll also bundle it with a full year of the Spectora app, and we'll do it at a great price too. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you check out other videos on this channel, and take care.